Hello and welcomes back everyone. AnthWolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as our Sith Inquisitor, now a Sith Sorcerer, here on the planet of Korriban. We've just entered the large tomb of Tulak Horde and recovered some tablets to give to Overseer Harkon. For purposes of Lord Zash, Harkon apparently does not know what they're for, but is sending, obviously, the acolytes to find out for him. First things first, we'll go see the Jedi prisoner and hand over the various items we gathered to help him escape.
I know you. We talked before. My head's clearer now, Sith. It's all here. The comlink, my lightsaber, everything I hid. You're going through with it. With all this, once the guards change shifts, I think I can slip out of the Academy. But what about you? Will you be okay?
Korriban is my home, Jedi filth. I fear nothing here.
I should have remembered that. I apologize for my concern. I still don't understand why you're doing this, but I thank you.
If everything's settled, I'll be leaving.
As you say, Sith. Thank you again. I'm sorry the Empire took you in instead of the Jedi. If things had been different, maybe you could have been part of the Order.
Yeah, because that would have went well. I'll go report to the Inquisitor that our task is done.
So the Jedi is preparing his escape. You did well. Not perfectly, but I have confidence the operation will succeed. Our business is concluded. I will make note of your assistance in my report.
I don't need your praise.
No, I imagine you don't. Take these tokens as payment for your service, and know that no Jedi can threaten Korriban. Now go.
There's appreciation for you.
Yes, remarkable. Magnificent. You slave. No, acolyte. You're the one who brought me this magnificent holocron from the tomb of Marka Ragnos, yes?
Is there something wrong?
Unbelievable. 1,000 years buried in that tomb. The Sith Lords passing it by. And then, the most unlikely person comes along. Tell me, how did you manage it?
I shot lightning at it, and it opened.
Such a simple solution. Why did none of us think of that? We must have thought too deeply on it, believed too strongly that it could not be done. Or perhaps we were simply not meant to open it. Your work so far, in bringing back this holocron, and now the text from Tulak Horde's tomb, has me intrigued. I am watching your progress eagerly. I have high hopes for you, Acolyte. Sky high.
Really? Harkon seems to favor Fawn.
Harkon's only purpose is to weed out the weak. Beyond that, his opinion means nothing. Good luck, Acolyte. Good luck.
And now we've encountered the enigmatic Lord Zash. Is that the right word to use? Probably not. But yeah, that's who we're attempting to assist here. She seems rather pleased with us. Huh. Where's everyone else gone?
I was just about to send Fawn off. What delayed you, slave?
Well, first Lord Zash stopped me to tell me how amazing I am, and then we got talking, and I guess I lost track of time.
Just like a slave to make up stories. Lord Zash would crush you like a gizka if you ever crossed her path. You're not worthy of her presence. Now, did you collect the text from Tulak Horde's tomb?
Of course. As always, I'm brilliant.
Give it here. No doubt it's been badly damaged. It's what we get for sending a worthless alien to do a Sith's job. Isn't that right, Fawn?
What are we waiting for, Overseer? Why don't we kill this wretch now?
You have a big mouth, slave, but no combat skills. I don't want to see you again until you've satisfied the Korriban instructors. The training facility is on the second floor of the Academy and is usually reserved for the Dark Lords and their apprentices. This is not a promotion, and you are not to speak to anyone except the training master when you are up there, understand? You are not fit for their presence.
Please tell me Fawn can come. We'll have so much fun.
Fawn has been training at combat his whole life. He was born to be Sith. You are just as likely to chop your own arm off as not, slave. Now get going to the second floor training grounds. You don't want to keep the instructors waiting.
Fair enough. Hey, level 12. Let's have a look. We did have a new ability. I thought for some reason it was actually a Force Storm, but this Lightning Storm ability is actually a passive. When you use various skills, it grants you a buff called Lightning Storm. Lightning Storm immediately finishes the cooldown on Chain Lightning, and makes your next Chain Lightning activate instantly and consume less force when using it. This effect cannot occur more than once every 10 seconds. So, that's definitely handy. Have we learned any new abilities? Ah! We were just talking about this ability, Force Storm. It activates instantly in the channels for 3 seconds. Calls down a Force Storm over the target area, consuming 60 force, and dealing a reasonable amount of energy damage to up to 8 targets within 8 meters. Standard and weak enemies have a third of a chance to be stunned each second. Now, people by the end of this playthrough may be sick of this ability. I would understand why, but we are going to be using Force Storm a lot. This is what it looks like. And as I see, the golden outline means Chain Lightning will now activate instantly. And we can do that. Well, Force Storm we can use as often as we want. And every 10 seconds it will proc Chain Lightning, which is another AoE ability. So they're good to link together. Our next passive is at level 16. Okay. Let's go up to the combat training room.
Hello there, friend. You remember my brother and me from downstairs? With Harkin, right?
Sorry it had to be this way.
We don't like it any more than you do. Well, maybe a little more.
Little bit of server lag, it seems.
Now, you really don't know whether I like this or not.
I'm sorry, girl. I liked you. I really did.
But Harkin made us a deal, see? We kill you, we go home.
You will regret that.
We don't want to. But we know we can't beat Fon, and we'll never be Sith. At least this way we can go home, alive.
Quiet, Balak. The time for talk is past. Fight for your life, Acolyte.
And some more of the week.
Well, well. Look who shows up at long last. I half expected to hear you'd crossed some Dark Lord upstairs and finally got yourself killed. None of the others have shown up either. I assume they're dead by now, which means you and Fon are the last ones.
So I just kill Fawn and I'm Sith, right? This shouldn't take long.
Wrong. Your final trial will be to retrieve an ancient map from the innermost chamber of Naga Sadow's tomb, which has never been breached in thousands of years. But before you get the map, you'll have to awaken an ancient assassin called a Dashade that sleeps in the tomb. You cannot access the map without him. Understand?
What exactly is a Dashade?
They're a lost race of assassins that the ancient Sith used to devour their Force-using enemies. This one will probably eat you the moment he's freed. Oh, and one more thing. You'll be competing with Fon for this map. Whoever brings it back will be Lord Zash's apprentice. The other will die. And Fon's already started, so my advice? Run, slave. Run.
One moment, please.
Lord Zash, what are you doing here?
Overseer, are you implying that I, a Lord of the Sith, don't have the right to go where I please within the Academy of the Sith?
No, of course not, Lord Zash.
Good. I saw the last acolyte arrive. I wanted to see the hopefuls off on their final trial. Where's, the red one, Fon?
He finished his trial early, so I sent him on rather than keeping him waiting for this.
Pity. I just finished translating the wonderful text this acolyte brought from Tulak Horde's tomb, and it's most illuminating. I don't know that the map can be retrieved without it.
Well, well, well. It's a good thing I didn't start running, isn't it, Harkon?
It's too late. Fon's already left. You can't just...
Give one acolyte an unfair advantage over the other? Overseer, when has being Sith ever been about being fair? Now, my dear acolyte, here is what you must do to free the Dashade. There are rods scattered throughout the tomb of Naga Sadow. These rods are the keys to the chamber where the ancient assassin is imprisoned. You will need to place the rods in the chamber door and electrify them. I don't know exactly the reason, but it is clear that you will not be able to retrieve the map without the Dashade. But be careful, he is very dangerous.
Is there anything else I should know about the Dashade?
It's a Force-resistant assassin. I have reason to believe this one was placed in the tomb by Tulak Horde himself. I will return when both acolytes are back from the tomb. You will not do anything further to affect the outcome of the trial. Understood?
Yes, Lord Zash.
Good. And good luck, acolyte.
Someone was put in their place. Nowadays it would have been nice to wear, but I'm wearing adaptive armor, so never mind. I do like some of the armors in this game. A lot of Sith tend to only wear robes, and a lot of the robes have these hoods, or some form of hood, which can be a bit annoying. It doesn't give Jedi or Sith much choice, unless you go into wearing adaptive armor. Oh, hello, what's this? Getting quite close to level 13. The Tomb of Naga Shadow. So, boost this way. Oh, there's actually a quest we can do back in the Sith Academy. Maybe. Totally forgot about it as well. Anyhows, we have a Imperial Sentry here.
Acolyte, may I speak to you for a moment?
Of course you can.
Thank you. I'm honored that you would do me the courtesy. There was another acolyte, not long ago, who entered this tomb and did not come back. He died in there.
Death is merely the final failure of the weak.
That seems even more true on Korriban, I'm afraid. The acolyte who went in there, he was a good sort. Friendly and talkative. He said he was entering the tomb to prove himself to his father. I just thought it would be nice if somebody took his body back and told his father he didn't make it.
You're weak. And a fool.
If you have no pity for the boy, think of the father then, and the prestige you could gain from doing this. His father is a powerful man. I'd never survive in there. And even if I did, I wouldn't be allowed to see his father. He is a Dark Honor Guard stationed in the Academy. None but Sith can ever set foot on the sacred ground where he stands watch. But you could find the body and bring it to his father. Please do this and honor the fallen.
If I see the Acolyte's body, I will try to retrieve it.
Thank you so much. If you find the Acolyte's remains inside the tomb, let me know. I can tell you where to find his father in the Academy. Good luck.
Okay, find the Acolyte's remains. We can do that. I say we can do that because there's the Acolyte's remains.
Found him. That poor Acolyte.
Yes, yes. One dead Acolyte.
His father was Naaman Fall. As I said before, he's one of the Dark Honor Guards in the Academy. If you take the Acolyte's remains to his father, I'm sure he'll be grateful.
What exactly is a Dark Honor Guard, anyway?
They are the Sith, chosen from the most loyal and brutal shock troops, to defend the Dark Council and the Emperor himself. You can find the Acolyte's father outside the chamber of the Dark Council. That's where he stands guard.
Sure, why not? We'll go... Oh, bit of server lag. We'll go hand the body over. We'll go see if we can accept a quest within the Sith Academy itself. Then we'll go see if we can collect these various rods to gain access to the tomb. Oh, missed the elevator. Can't just double click the hotkey to activate the ability. Oh well, worth a try. If we want to learn about the Dark Council.
You don't belong here. You stand before the chamber of the Dark Council, and this floor is off limits to all who are not lords of the Sith. If you are not on official business, you will leave now.
I've come with news about your son.
So that is the smell you carry. It is said he went into the tomb of Naga Sadow to prove himself, and was killed. He was such a weak boy. He shames me in death as he shamed me in life. When I heard of his death, I could not leave my post. Honor forbade it. Still, I would like to know what happened in there.
Tell me about what happens around here first. Must be pretty crazy.
This is where the Dark Council meets, where Sith politics play out, where the Emperor issues his decrees, and where lives are destroyed with the flick of a wrist. Satisfied? Now tell me, where did you find his body? Did my pathetic son even make it past the first steps? In the end, was he Sith?
He died right at the entrance of the tomb. Pathetic indeed.
Of course he did. Every moment of his life existed only to mock me. I will keep his bones to remind me of my shame and to focus my anger. But you have done me a service, and such deeds should be repaid. You have brought me pain and torment. I will return the favor. My son sought a relic I placed in the base of a cracked statue, deep in the tomb. This crystal will release it. Now go.
Ah, I thought he was going to give me a gift of pain and torment. See, no, you could keep that gift. We're going this way, or... Ah, this way. Now, can we accept a quest over here? No, it seems we can't. Maybe only Sith warriors can accept a quest from that Sith lord / lady. I don't think Sith lady is a term that's used. I could be wrong. Feel free to correct me. I'm not going to get all political correctness on anyone. I don't really go into that sort of thing. I think it's always Sith lord regardless of gender. And obviously the relic is in the tomb of Naga Sadow. Level 13, anything new? No. Okay. Now, where are the rods? There's one this way. Ah, there it is. The Rod of Hate. Thank you very much. Here's the items that the Dark Honor God hid. And there's another rod this way. The Rod of Fury. Thank you. I see, eventually you may get sick of me using this combination of Force Lightning, Force Storming and Chain Lightning. To be honest, it's probably one of the better combinations for the Sith Sorcerer, up until we level up and gain more combinations as well, which will all kind of bleed into the same combination anyway, just make it deal more damage and such. Gain an achievement, Punishing the Weak. Defeated 250 failed acolytes and other outcasts from the Sith Academy. I do like the Sorcerer's potential AoE clearance. It's like either this or you could play as an assassin and just walk by them while you're cloaked. We have the Rod of Wrath. last but not least, the Rod of Despair. Now, he's picked that up, of course, so now I need to wait for it to respawn. How kind of him. Ah, at least it respawned relatively quickly. Some key items take a few minutes to respawn sometimes. That's where you need to go if you are a Sith warrior. That's your phase here in this tomb. We now have a hand go here. And knock that droid off the edge. You don't want to fall down yourself for one reason or two in particular. And someone named Kem Val in the distance there. The downside of knocking those enemies off the ledge here, we can't loot their bodies. Kind of a shame. I'll accept it. Oh, you're still alive. And this is the Dashade chamber. Put the rods into the altars. There we go. And so channeling the rod's power, we are able to open the door.
Places amins wajhais fools. Gawentida seek from Tauhans. Taukida melaswe sama word sign in meremnai saigat rawa degdal. Tagasar chais in parks prize war peren swase ik bus karatida.
These were the instructions Zash gave me. I am to free you, and you will take me to the map in the final chamber of the tomb.
Ababarna habens, glaubena, ni in usakwai, usiterens apipao. Was jabe wise jabe, prophetis, wisans jagara haitain.
I hate to be the one to break it to you, but Tulak Horde is dead.
Places amins wajhais fools. Gawentida seek from Tauhans. Aprogatua ina in lausolam. Ja kasatira tu ima. Twade en warpai an parlay kain.
Great. An ancient servant of Tula Court. Apparently left here for one reason or another. And yeah, he does eat force sensitives or force users.
Ni ok panay, name in maidens. Ipsik erpai kudana, jaus erpai rojandan, in bise wistai. In bizo se waitai spila presin kretai. In bise e wanata, atragata injais.
I am your master. Get used to it.
Sisunja, dargi skolan.
Kemval has joined us as a companion. So, let's talk about companions for a moment while we're in this creepy tomb. Which button is it again? N. Here we go. Here's the companions and contacts list. Obviously you have various followers and contacts we'll get in the future. Mostly gives you a bit of a biography about Kemval here. See, I'll go a bit slow. Feel free to pause and read if you want to know more about him. Suffice to say, we particularly want to know about what he likes, killing force users, displays of strength, and making foolish people unhappy. Dislikes weakness in any form, and not killing force users. Now, in this version of the game, you, depending on what options you choose, you will gain influence with Kemval, and when he gets to say 400, he will rank up. The more ranks, the higher influence you have with a companion, the more health they have, the more damage they deal, and the more they heal you. And you can choose what class they are, basically, whether or not they have a healing class, a tanking class, or just a plain damage class. And that will change their skills down below. We will want Kelm to... I'd prefer just to have him be a healer. But since we are going to be playing as a pure DPS, it might be worthwhile to have him tank. Let's see if we change that. See his abilities change to skills which taunt or give him more threat. To be honest, I think we're going to stick him with healing skills. Just because I'm going to be using a lot of AoE abilities and... yeah, I'd prefer to have someone supporting me and keeping me alive. Before Knights of the Fallen Empire, Kemval was a tank or DPS and he had no healing abilities whatsoever. But now every companion you get can be any of the classes, basically. We have a debris wall here. That's another way forwards further into the tomb. It's going to be weird to have Kemval the healer. See, he will attack the enemy on occasion, but his primary course now as a healer is to keep me alive, and therefore if I take damage, he'll focus some healing skills on me. Actually, we'll change him to tank. Because we have the Terentatek Mauler. And we can send him in to attack it. It is resistant to most force abilities. You can still use force abilities on it. It just takes less damage from them. Go. And here's what we've been sent to retrieve, the ancient map. Perfect. Okay, now we need to go see Overseer Harkin once again. So might as well quick travel back to the Sith Academy. We might as well continue this video. I say there's not much left of Korriban here. Kelm's only level 12? Oh, because we've been de-leveled. We're level 13, but we've been synced down to level 12. That's right. I was going to say, normally your companions are the same level as you are. How things have changed. Unfortunately, Kemval obviously speaks the Dashade language. I'm not sure what language he's speaking, really. But it's not translating.
I'm telling you, Overseer, it cannot be done. I went into the tomb, I saw the Dashade across the chasm, but I could not get to it.
But the map! Lord Zash is adamant she will not take an apprentice without the map!
I'm telling you, Lord Zash wants the impossible. No one is ever going to get that map.
No one except me, you mean?
The map and the Dashade. Get that monster out of here this instant and give me the map.
No, it's not possible. You wretch, you filth. You must have cheated somehow. How did you do it? How did you release the monster?
Sai galut saira, iswis us ulf bendan, ja atnam, in puidangarja.
Right. You must have cheated. You must have. You'll pay for this.
Fawn, patience. You will have your chance at this whelp after you personally deliver this map to Lord Zash.
Eat them both, Cam.
Keep your pet at bay for just a moment, Acolyte. I would have a word with Fawn.
Lord Zash.
Yes, Fawn. Now, where's my map?
Here, Lord Zash. Right here.
You found it for me, Fawn? How wonderful.
He couldn't have found it if he tried.
Silence! Fawn will tell me what happened, won't you, Fawn? You wouldn't dare lie to me, would you? Because it would be a shame for me to discover that you lied to me. Now, one more time. Did you bring this map back from Naga Sadow's tomb?
No. No, I didn't. I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Harkin, you fool. In any other group for any other lord, this young man would have torn the other acolytes to shreds. What were you trying to prove? That you could outsmart me? That you knew better than me what kind of person I wanted for an apprentice? You fool. There's your pet, Harkin. Clean this mess up. Apprentice, meet me in my chambers upstairs.
Wow, she really fried him. Poor guy. I almost feel sorry for him now.
This is not the end. Without Lord Zash to save you, you're nothing. I have connections that will hunt you wherever you go.
I'm sorry it turned out this way, Harkon. I know you never liked me much, but I learned a lot from you.
What? Well, I guess it is an overseer's job to inspire his charges. Now get going, slave. I mean, apprentice.
See, a little kindness stopped him from maybe backstabbing me in the future. Maybe. It is the Sith way after all. He was a little nervous about having a Dashade in the same room with him as well. I thought that was Vet running around with a vet companion for a moment there. That was going to be an unusual sight. Oh, this way.
Ah, my magnificent new apprentice. Congratulations are in order, I believe.
You know, I could have taken Fawn. I didn't need you to kill him for me.
Yes, of course. But it wouldn't have made that stubborn overseer respect your power. So I reminded him of mine instead. Now, I was just looking over this astonishing map you brought back, and I can tell we have a lot of work ahead of us.
What is this map of, exactly?
We can't talk about it here. Too many unfriendly ears. You must meet me on Drummond Cars. There we can talk more.
Why must we go there?
That is where the map leads, though I likely would have taken you there anyway. The capital of the Sith Empire is a good place for an apprentice to start. I will meet you in my chambers in the Citadel in Kos City. There we can speak more freely of the work ahead, without the fear of unfriendly ears. This is the lightsaber I had as an apprentice. I want you to have it.
I am honored.
Excellent. I'm glad you like it. It served me well. Now remember, my chambers, the Citadel, Drummond Cars. It's imperative that we get to work on this as soon as possible.
Stop right there, alien scum. Darth Scotia has a message for you.
I'm a Sith apprentice. Show some respect, or I'll smash your face in.
Shut up, you insignificant worm. The message is this. You will not go to Drummond Cars. Everything you've done here, everyone you've dealt with, Lord Zash included, is insignificant. Darth Scotia has eyes and ears on Korriban. He knows what your master is up to, and he is displeased, to say the least. On Korriban, Lord Zash may have her way, but on Drummond Cars, it's a different story. So you see, you have to die.
Kem, what is it you do to Force users again?
Gibay iswis aman hangwejins.
Tosin, is that a Dashade? Maybe this isn't such a good idea.
Coward! Fight, you fool!
We'll talk in a moment. Okay, Now that bit of unpleasantness is out of the way. So yeah, we've gained the lightsaber Lord Zash used as an apprentice. Slightly different to what our current one looks like. But yeah, this is your first adaptable lightsaber. But obviously we're not going to use it. We already have one that I used from my legacy collection, which is just as good. And we also gained for Kelm customization. In terms of his appearance anyway. If we go to my character sheet here, we have a companion tab. And obviously this is how Kelm looks right now, but if I was to pull this into here, he changes his appearance naturally. Obviously this is customization 1. I think there's up to customization 13 or 14 now. Something ridiculous like that. Certain characters have more customization options than others. But there are various vendors on various worlds who will sell different appearance options. It doesn't do anything for companions, apart from obviously change how they look. You can give them different weapons as well. What I should mention is since the Knights of the Fallen Empire expansion, apart from obviously the influence ranking that I mentioned earlier, nothing else really matters in terms of your companion's abilities. But prior to the expansion, or the latest expansion anyway, it used to be the case that you could equip them with various bits of armor. It may not change their appearance, though some of it would. It depends on the companion actually. Obviously Kelm is very simple in his appearance, including his loincloth, whereas the likes of, say, Vet for the Sith warrior, you could put different armor, put different clothing on her, and basically her appearance would change appropriately. But yeah, it doesn't really affect much anymore apart from how they look. I think the weapon would change. We could give Kelm this. Actually, yeah. We'll give Kelm the Vibro Sword. Why not? What does that look like for him? How do I do this? Companion, this one, companion. There we go. That could become annoying. If that's what's going to happen to it. We'll find out when we get in the battle. But yeah. That's sticking out of his shoulder. That could really annoy me. What is that? Does that stick out of your shoulder as well? Huh, all the weapons do that. Ah, but when you sheathe that weapon, it actually disappears. Okay, interesting. Anyhow, let's take a shuttle to the Imperial fleet. The Imperial fleet is kind of the main hub for, obviously, the Sith Empire, for playable characters on the Sith Empire side. See, we will be visiting in there quite often, and it's also where we need to go if we want to then go to the Sith Empire's capital world of Dromund Kaas. See, I don't think there's anything else we need to do, apart from learn about item modification, which we do by clicking on this. There we go. And that's it. Good. So that teaches you about item modification if you didn't already know. Actually, because we're level 14, I can equip some new item modifications. I might as well pick them up now, and I'll do that. I'll equip the new modifications between this video and the next one. There you go. Good. Oh, looks like Kemval wants to speak to us in private as well. Sometimes you'll see this notification. Sometimes it'll also look like a ship. And that means Kemval will only talk to us when we have our own personal starship, which will happen at a future date. But yeah, he'll talk to us privately in cantinas, or when we're on our starship. And obviously, all of our companions have their own personal storyline. And depending on where you are in the main storyline, and it may be depending on how much influence you have with them, depends on how much of their storyline is unlocked. But let us leave Korriban. There we go, we've arrived. Mission complete, we've earned quite a bit of experience, we've gained another complimentary experience booster. Hey, almost level 15. Okay, you wish to speak to us, that's fine. Right, so I'll end this video here. One thing I will mention is obviously we have a shuttle to Hutter. That's of course if you're playing as a bounty hunter or playing as a Imperial agent. And obviously the shuttle here would take us back to Korriban if we so wished for as an Inquisitor or as a Sith warrior. But when we come back... It's a weird texture. That's going to bug me slightly. There you go. When we come back, we will actually go into the Imperial fleet. I think it's Vyken space dock. We'll have a run round. I'll show you various little sections of the space dock of the fleet itself, just so you are somewhat familiar with it for when we come back here for any reason. Just get it out the way. Most people who watch these videos are probably already familiar with the Imperial fleet anyhows, but for anyone who isn't, it's just going to be a brief 5-10 minute run around, and then from there we'll get on our way to Dromund Kaas. So yeah, as always, this of course has been AnthWolf playing Star Wars The Old Republic. Feel free to comment below if you so wish, and I'll see you for more in the next video. Until then, bye bye now.